My name's Steve Lacker, and I am here as a guest of Ohio State University, so thank you, Chuck. And what I'm going to talk about today is the arts at Ohio State, but really sort of kind of stepping up a little bit or stepping back and looking at it in the context of a framework plan. This is a plan that we've been working on with Ohio State for about 2 years now. And when we began the effort, there were lots of descriptions out there about what is Ohio State, how is it organized. The best one that that sticks with me was 16 colleges loosely associated by a heating plant. So the notion is how can we look more comprehensively at the problem? And for today, how do the arts fit into that? One of the first things we did is to look at the kind of context of the university within the city and look at it sort of on 3 scales, one being the sort of institutional mission, looking at the campus, and you could characterize it in its maybe the worst, sort of a monastic retreat, but also then scaling that up, looking at the institution in the city, campus neighborhoods, research parks, and then taking it a step further, looking at the institution, the city, and then even sort of private development, and how does that begin to shape the university. And also, again for today, how does that shape the arts? And I think the arts are unique in that they can, in fact, operate really on all of these scales. I think not everything can say that. So the principles, which aren't appearing, maybe where's Anthony? It's Mr. Fox. There were some enabled macros that weren't working. There is, from the master plan, we're positioning the arts as the public face of the university and connecting the arts to vital Columbus neighborhoods. This move embodies our trans-institutional future. We want artists and designers and musicians and actors and dancers to create, think, and perform together. So the organizational principles within the framework are focused by and large on districts. And there are many districts, but 3 of the ones to look at right now, there's a science and technology district, medical, and then the arts. And all of these are really seen as key portals between the city and the university. So the arts is located on High Street, the High Street corridor. This is the main sort of north-south access in Columbus. You can see the neighborhood to the east, the campus to the west, and then the existing Wexner Center is here. There's the kind of main campus oval here. And the notion is to establish an arts corridor that, again, is the portal between, both a kind of physical portal between the city and the university and a programmatic portal as well. So elements of that sort of abstracted are this main campus green, some sense of a plaza connecting back to the campus neighborhoods, notion of gateways to the south, to the north, and then also a kind of consistent language of streetscape that begins to tie those pieces together. So this is it again, the High Street corridor, flipped 90 degrees. North is here, south is here. Existing Wexner Center right here. And then again, this is kind of the main campus oval. So programmatically, looking at this, Wexner Center is here. We took a short-term view and also then kind of a longer-term view. Short-term view, looking at repurposing existing buildings, trying to find a strategy that can be done incrementally, that was an important part to be able to really kind of roll this out. And then looking longer-term, where the program gets sort of unique buildings in their own right. This is just a different view. So the program pieces, which again, I'm sorry, not everything is showing up here. So, program pieces. There's a 200-seat recital hall located here, 600-seat black box theater as an addition to the Wexner. There's a 400-seat proscenium theater and another black box theater here, and then a 800-seat recital hall and a sort of design and academic center here. So the notion again is to generate some program synergies, to have all of these pieces located adjacent to one another. This is sort of just a planning diagrammatic section where you can see this is the main portal here with Wexner galleries, lobby, cinema, all sort of animating that space with dance studios on the southern side of that space. Here it is again. And a kind of language that is beginning to be developed is one of transparency, trying to create a public forum here that has a participation with the program inside. And then this is a high street corridor, north-south, where there's a setback off of High Street back to the campus, and using that space to capture potentially an art walk, a sculpture garden, other spaces, but creating a consistent landscape that begins to sort of unify that district. Again, trying to establish an arts corridor which then can be a portal between town and city.